it would be no me. So
Oh, look at that. She giving Foxx her flowers.
teamwork.
Hey man, I thank y'all for tuning in to the New Hills podcast.
Are you ready?
I'm representing y'all today.
All right.
So,
What's going on? This is Jackson Foxx. You already know how I roll. Welcome back to the New Hills podcast. Today, we're going to talk about the evolution of women in professional wrestling. And you know, I couldn't do this show by myself. I had to have my girl up in here. And look, we gonna go ahead and bring on in here. I'm a shoot on over. Look, we have Amaretto Sweet today. What's going on, Amaretto? How you doing?
I'm doing good, Fox. What's up? Thank you for having me.
Man, you already know. We go have you as much as you can show up. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have you in this thing. Yes. So look, you know what we getting into today. We gonna talk about, we gonna kind of talk about once again the evolution of of women in wrestling. And like I said, I couldn't do this show without you. Right. So, I wanted to kind of, get it started. I want to show a video before we actually get into it. Right. So those that are watching, look, we'll be right back in a second. We're going to actually play this video. It's a tribute to the evolution of women wrestling from WWE. Now, there are other wrestling organizations. You have Stardom. Yes. Those who may watch Stardom, there's a lot of wrestlers coming from Stardom going to the different locations or whatever. Let me see. We got to make sure we show the love to Stardom. But, if you're familiar, you watch wrestling, a lot of talent is coming from Stardom now. Now, you had your girl, Stephanie Vaquer. Yes. She came from CMLL, right?
I want to say, I feel like it.
She was hot. Everybody wanted her. They wanted to give all the money. But now she's WWE women's champion.
Stephanie is on it.
Right. And for those that are actually listening to, do anybody watch Glow, which came on Netflix? That was a pretty good, and I think it's 2 seasons. Now, yes. you haven't finished the first season yet. Now, I've seen both seasons. It was pretty entertaining.
It was crazy.
I think it was. It was pretty entertaining.
I don't know. Glow is way back. It's based on the actual organization that was created to popularize women's wrestling back in the day. It's been around since like the 70s at least, I think.
Yeah.
God, Glow's been around for a minute.
Man, it has.
Oh my God.
Look, man. Like I said, I got my girl. Look, we both kind of collaborated. We talked about our top 5. We always do a top 5 on the New Hills podcast show, but we both came together and, we're going to discuss the top 5 women wrestlers that we have in our own top 5. But like I said, I'm going to show you this video first, and then we're going to actually get into it. And like I said, it is a dedication to the women in wrestling.
Of women's wrestling
in
WWE is a story of resilience, strength, and groundbreaking milestones. From being sidelined as mere accessories to becoming the main event, in a world where female wrestlers were once relegated to the role of managers and valets, women like Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch have fought hard to redefine their space in a male-dominated industry. Join us as we delve into the pivotal moments that have shaped women's wrestling in WWE, highlighting the trailblazing superstars who broke barriers and inspired future generations. The history of women's wrestling in WWE, formerly known as WF, dates back to the 1950s, where the spotlight was rarely on female competitors. Pioneers like the fabulous Moolah and Wendy Richter paved the way during these formative years. While women were often portrayed as managers or valets, they began to make their mark in the ring. And then came the Attitude Era in the 1990s. The 1990s marked the rise of the Attitude Era, a time of edgy storylines and complex female characters. Wrestlers like Sable and Chyna broke traditional molds, bringing a new dimension to women's wrestling. With the establishment of the Women's Championship in 2002, female wrestlers began to gain recognition as serious competitors. Legends like Trish Stratus and Lita emerged, bringing legitimacy to women's wrestling and captivating audiences with their athleticism and charisma. The introduction of the Diva branding focused heavily on aesthetics, leading to mixed reactions from fans and critics alike. While this era showcased talents like the Bella Twins and AJ Lee, it also sparked discussions about the portrayal of women in WWE. The women's revolution has transformed WWE programming with an emphasis on equality and representation. Superstars like Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Bayley have become household names, fighting for their place in history. Today, women's wrestling continues to thrive in WWE. With new talent emerging and a focus on equality in storytelling and match time, the future looks bright. Organizations like NXT showcase incredible female wrestlers, providing a platform for their growth. The journey of women in WWE is a testament to their determination, talent, and resilience. From the early days of sidelined competitors.
Hey man, he's still working. I think behind the scenes, you get to see Mark Henry
He does,
quite often. Yeah.
I got to get a little glimpse of him when I went to WrestleMania in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Because I think he was there for something. It was him and like a whole bunch of other people that got out the limo together.
Okay. All right. So look, like I said, y'all, we kind of chopped it up. We just kind of reminiscing, just really kind of, like I said, I ain't seen my girl, so we kind of catching up live. That's kind of odd to catch up with somebody live, but
Right.
we doing it. So look, like I said, y'all, we're gonna kind of talk about the evolution of women wrestling.
Mhm.
And right now it's a big deal going on. I don't know if you've been kind of keeping up with it, with like Gail Kim talking about Riho.
Oh my God.
Talking about they got Riho dressed up like a little girl.
Right.
What you think about that situation?
So first off, I appreciate Gail for being willing to say something, because she's always been one of those people that say what's on her mind, and she didn't care the consequences of it. She was gonna speak her mind. And as for that scenario, I guess as time evolves, as time changes, not everything is gonna be accepted like it used to be.
Right.
And whatnot. So I feel like it's important to look at it from everybody's point of view. Like look at it from the people that don't see it like that, but then look at it from her point of view and like, okay, maybe we should dial it down a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's my point of view on it. Yeah.
Okay. So look, y'all seen it. She clapped back to Dave Meltzer. Look, she said she even came out of character. She was cussing and everything. It was like, man, he out here trying to put this F-boy stuff out here. Like, look, I'll tell you what the real. She said, when I want to talk about it, I'll talk to and tell who I want to tell.
Will.
So I mean, that's the way I seen, her kind of stepping up to the media, because they try to pressure you into narratives that
they do.
Yeah. So like I appreciate seeing it.
And it's not always the move, but they try anyway.
Right. Right. So like I said, man, we appreciate everybody being here on the New Hills Podcast Show. You already know I'm yours truly. I'm Jackson Foxx. Look, I am your mama's man crush every day, which I already said. I am the people's voice, the people's choice, and I'm the people's everything. And like I said, this wouldn't be right without my girl over there, Amaretto Sweet. Right. A lovely lady of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. You know what I'm saying? We gotta look. So you ready to kick this off, Amaretto?
Definitely. Let's
All right.
get it.
So look, we both have our top 5. So you're gonna look at a total of 9 people, because we actually have a wrestler in our top 5 that we actually have in common. We're gonna actually pull her up first, and we go discuss her. The lovely Mercedes Moné.
Oh my God.
Also known as Sasha Banks. Let's talk about her. So why did you put her in your top 5?
I put her in my top 5 because she's just she has the charisma. She has that champion attitude, that mindset. She's like, I'm not gonna stop even if I'm champion.
Yeah.
Look, I'm finna go get 6 other championships while I'm working on this championship.
Right.
Shout out to the belt boys, by the way.
Man, I think she got 11 of them. You know, she got like 11
Yes.
titles now.
I'm
She racking
yeah,
up.
I saw a
Yeah.
picture of her on social media
Yeah.
where she has her belt. A different guy is wearing each one of her belts.
Yeah,
So
at
she
the last
got, like,
pay-per-view at
yes.
All Out, she had them
Oh my
marching out with her
God.
belts.
And her talent is amazing. Like you can tell like she's a perfectionist. Like she wants
Yeah.
to get that stuff right. She wants to go hard at it. Like she doesn't care if she gets hurt or not.
Yeah.
Like I love Monet, aka Sasha Banks.
And see, like if she wouldn't have had that major injury she actually had, I think we'd probably be talking about her being like maybe number 1. I think she's making her way up that ladder.
Right.
Like I said, it's not in any particular order for me, but she is my number 1 because, like you said, I'm seeing her evolve.
Right.
You know, her move set. And like I said, her being a perfectionist, it even comes down to the outfit she wear. Like everything is calculated how she wear it in the ring. Like she's evolved. I mean, she's a submission specialist. You know, she's a high flyer, and she can get on the mat with you.
She can do everything.
She can do everything. So Mercedes Moné, you know what I'm saying? That's actually my number 1 in my top 5.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I shout that out.
I think she has one of my favorite female matches, her against Charlotte in I want to say that was Hell in a Cell.
Oh man, look, you know what? Next time we get together, we have to actually kind of show that match and talk about it.
That was crazy.
Live. That was a crazy match. I think that was one of her best matches, actually.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So look, you know, we already started. Ladies first. I want you out of your list. We gonna pull up the next wrestler that you want to talk about, and we gonna kind of talk about that first. So who you want to pull up now?
Let me see. I'm excited to talk about Jacqueline.
All right, let's pull up Jacqueline.
I don't know if the YNs know about Jacqueline or not,
right.
But let me tell you something about Jacqueline. Oh,
she was a beast.
God, she was a beast.
She was.
Even to this day, like if somebody told me that I could get any type of training from her, I would go straight to her because she just has like loads of experience, loads of knowledge, and her body was tea, y'all, like just muscles, but she kept it feminine.
Right.
Oh my gosh, she was just so beautiful, and she could probably come here and pick up both of us at the same time and throw us across the room.
Outside of China, like I seen, like you said, it's a perfect combination of her muscle and her tone, and like you say, having the feminine features.
Right.
You know, out before, I mean, China. You know, China. If y'all know, China was this muscular built, like Jacqueline was a combination. Like I seen her get physical with some of the men too, and you know, she actually held her own. Did she have a match before with a man? I think
she did. She had a few. I definitely know about Santina Morella.
Santino Morella.
And then another thing about Jacqueline was, y'all, back in the day, Bad Enough Women didn't really get that much airtime.
Yeah.
But also it wasn't that many people that like looked like me on wrestling and stuff. So when I saw her come out, aside from Jazz and Foxx and whatnot, like I saw her and I'm like, she was the one that stood out to me.
Yeah.
Out of everybody.
Yeah,
like that was who I waited on.
She did. Yeah. And you know, like I said, I'm not racist, prejudiced or anything like that, but as far as prominent black female wrestlers, I think she was one of the first ones that I actually seen, you know, in the industry, and I had an appreciation for that, you know, because I think she actually, you know, kind of broke some barriers and kind of opened up for seeing more people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Awesome Kong. You know, you got plenty. There isn't a dominant race in female wrestling.
And I think Kong is still taking over the game.
Yeah, she is. She have that powerhouse and the athleticism she had.
Yes.
Yeah, she was something. I should have probably actually put her in my top 5, but she didn't make it. I give her an honorable mention.
Honorable mention for Khan.
Yeah, honorable mention.
She was a beast.
Yeah. All right. So look, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all one of mine that I actually put in my top 5.
Okay. And
like I said, no particular order.
I'm excited for this one, y'all.
Bianca Belair.
Oh, what?
Man, Bianca Belair, y'all, like to see the magnitude of what she can do in the ring. Like I say, you see it if you are a wrestling fan and you really tune in to WWE. if you ain't a Bianca Belair fan, I don't know what you missing. Like I say, she can do everything. The athleticism,
Everything.
she's strong.
Yes.
You know, you got Jade Cargill that came to WWE, and you see like Bianca Belair can match, and she can mix it up with anyone. You know how you be like, you have certain wrestlers that wrestle with each other because of their size. Like she can get down with the smallest, the luchador. She can wrestle with the heavyweights. She brings it like she's on a level of that, like, you know, like Charlotte Flair. Like she's up there. She's in the Mount Rushmore, if you ask me.
And then when
Bianca Belair.
speaking of Jay, when Jay came to WWE, like I thought like Bianca's like body and tone was like already perfect. And it's like, you know, Jade came and she stepped her game up, and like it's like now I'm seeing these muscles on her I ain't never seen before. I'm like, where did this muscle come from?
Man.
I didn't even know you could have this muscle.
Man, that's crazy. That is crazy.
And she makes her own outfits too, so.
Yeah, Bianca makes all of her outfits. Yeah,
all her own outfits.
You know what I like to see from Bianca, and I think this would actually put her over the top if she turned heel. You know, everybody been wanting her to turn heel. What would you think about Bianca being heel?
Oh my God!
You think it'll work?
I feel like it would. Everybody has to watch out. Like this, if she turned heel, like Rhea Ripley needs to go on notice. Like that's how serious I feel like it's gonna get.
Yeah.
Like because she already has the strength. She just you know, she can pretty much do whatever she wants to in the ring.
Right.
And I'm excited. If she turns heel, I'm excited to see like what she's gonna do new with her hair. Like if she's gonna do like 2 whips instead of 1 whip.
I mean that's interesting. Look, that's a very interesting detail about her. That's a signature part of her. With that, I remember when she hit Sasha Banks with that, and they showed the scar she had on her back. I was like, man, it sounded like a whip when she hit it too. It's like, you know,
it's like an echo in the whole stadium when she hits that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I be watching the match. I be wondering if anybody will ever take advantage of it, like try to use it as choker and do stuff like that. Nobody never did that. I don't know if it's on purpose or, you know, like why ain't nobody ever tried to grab that long ponytail? I'm like, why is the ponytail so long, Amaretto?
But you know, sometimes you gotta hide stuff in your ponytail. You know, sometimes you know you never know when you might need some lip gloss. You know, you can hide some lip gloss in there. I know I've hid my phone in my hair a couple of times.
Oh wow!
You can put a lot in here.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah.
You know, I've never utilized my hair for stuff like that. Maybe I can.
We need to start doing that.
Yeah, so in my matches, you know what I'm saying, I'll pull something out and shank somebody or something like that. You know. Look, you already know. I said, I'm here with my girl. You know, we gonna cut up. We definitely gonna do that. Look, so look, let's move on to another person in your top 5 that you want to talk about today.
Since I already brought up Rhea Ripley is definitely in my top 5. Definitely, because, well, first off, shout out to all the emo, alt, goth girls out there.
Okay. Shout out to all the goth girls.
You know, and Rhea's making that an acceptable look for more mainstream.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's like now it's common to see somebody, at least 1 or 2 people in the store that are dressed like that and that look like that. But, you know, back in the day, you know, you might have got jumped if you came outside looking like that. So I appreciate her for sticking with it, like all the tattoos. I try to study every single one of her tattoos and stuff, like, because she has a meaning for all of them and her strength. And I don't know if y'all have noticed, but like some of her outfits kind of give hints of China. Yeah. From back in the day, like a lot of her tops that she wears are kind of like tops that China would wear, or like just outfits in general. Okay. And then I love how cool she's just so carefree. She's just like going with the flow. But when it's time for business, it's like, oh yeah, I'm finna come in. I'm finna knock all y'all down. I'm finna kick somebody. Somebody finna go over the rope. I'm throwing people over the ring, everything. Yeah. She is amazing. Strong powerhouse.
Man, and look,
powerhouse.
Man, you speaking on Rhea, you know, what I've noticed about her too, it seemed like there's a transition as far as her body. You know, she was more muscular now, and it seemed like she's kind of toning it down, and she seems to be more feminine. I'm wondering, is that something that's happening intentionally? Right. But it seems like that her body tone, it's you know, it's starting to be more feminine. No offense, but I'm just saying you
no,
can see she was
looks
more
amazing
muscular.
regardless.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she looks amazing. I wish like I try to do some of the exercises she does.
Yeah.
And like I guess I'm not doing it long enough. I'm not getting the pump that she gets.
Yeah.
But you know, that's one thing crazy about another thing I commend the women for is because a lot of the outfits that they have to wear are unforgiving. Like
Yeah.
if they had a long Thanksgiving and all they did was sit in the house and eat, some of those outfits you can tell. And so I appreciate them for like staying on point, looking good, keeping their confidence up every single week, no matter what's going on. Cause I barely fit in my pants today.
Man, look, and we still talking about Rhea. Rhea make Gothic look sexy.
She
like,
really does.
Because you know, like when I was in school back in the day, when you seen Gothic, you thought weird. You know, I'm just, and I'm not like, so I'm not being judgmental. It's just,
See, I was
you know,
hanging with the goth crew.
See,
one of my best friends was a goth.
Like, did you feel like people like looked at y'all differently, or like, man, that person's weird because of that? But there's nothing wrong with it.
Like I got, I used to get the fashion police little tickets.
Oh wow!
I would get on the bus.
Yeah.
Cause I tried to do like the whole tank top with the necktie and the jabots and stuff. Yeah. Like the baggy jabots and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I tried to. It was another look I tried to do. For some reason, Avril Lavigne was like my fashion inspiration. Avril Lavigne and Gwen Stefani. I don't know why.
Would you consider either one of them? Did they have Gothic features? They kind of come with that a little bit.
I think. I would say Avril was. I watched an interview about Avril recently, and she actually said she was like, "I don't really want to be fit into a stereotype. I just am who I am." But for the masses, I think they would probably consider Avril style like more. I guess they call it emo now.
Okay.
Like back in the day, it would be more grunge.
Okay.
But yeah, speaking of that, Paige was the one who, Paige, aka Soraya,
yeah.
She was the one that like really caught my attention. Like coming out there like dark hair, dark lipstick, dark clothes, super pale. Like she stood out, and I was like,
she was the first one, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah.
And she just like killed it, and I love that she embraced it, and she made other little girls feel okay with doing that kind of stuff. So Rhea's kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
And plus I got all my bros hooked that don't like professional wrestling. I don't know why you wouldn't. But when they see Rhea come on the screen, everybody gotta sit down. They're like, oh wait, that's homegirl you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
You see Drake in love with her. He's
oh my God.
He's infatuated with her. But you know, Rhea said she's more of a Kendrick Lamar. I was like, oh, that's cold. That's hard. That's hard. Yeah, that's hard.
You gotta do like that.
Man, that was hard.
Like that.
Yeah, Rhea dropped the mic on Drake too, man. I was like, oh man, that's tragic. For real, that was tragic.
I know, right?
Man, yeah, Rhea Ripley definitely. She's a person that I think don't need a title. She'll still be as big as a star without a title, you know.
Because the second she comes on the screen, like during the live event, even if she's not the champion, it's like the whole audience, you can hear them screaming for her anytime she pops up on the screen. She can be champion, she can be hurt, she can be a heel, she can be a face.
Yeah.
Like anything, they're gonna go crazy for her.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah, I think when she got in the Judgment Day, that actually really propped her up to be where she is now.
You know, I was kind of rooting for her and all.
Yeah.
I was rooting for them.
You know, that's another power. She was a powerhouse.
Ooh, what?
And like her involvement in the matches, like that was serious.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. I think they kind of toned her down because like I think coming off as masculine as she was, like China. She put me in the mind of China when you said that.
Right, and I think they wanted to like give her that boost. Like, okay, let's start like giving y'all that vibe. Like, you know, putting it in y'all's head. Like, this is our powerhouse. This is our female powerhouse.
Yeah,
that we're bringing to the table right now.
Right.
Like, oh my God. Oh
man,
my goodness. I would have loved to see her go against China. Like that would be like a dream match.
Yeah.
That like, you know, maybe in my dreams I'll see it tonight. I don't know.
Look, I'm telling you, man, like
China against Rhea, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be super crazy.
And look, and she's so big of an athlete. It's kind of hard to find people really match up with her that can really.
Right.
You know, they always trying to pair with like Nia. You know, like I think Bianca can get with her, maybe Charlotte.
Right. I was kind of excited when they did the Charlotte rivalry.
Yeah.
You know, when Rhea first started with NXT,
they
kind of compared her to Charlotte.
Facts.
Because you know both of them are tall, blonde hair, blue eyes. You know they have that athletic physique and whatnot. And then she went to the main roster, and they was like, "Look, girl, we ain't comparing you to nobody on this roster." No
right. Do you think being compared to Charlotte Flair actually made her change her persona too? Because like I said, that look in NXT at first, she did look exactly like her.
I feel like it. Because it's I don't know how competitive it is now. Yeah. In the game, but you know, definitely everybody wants that one thing about them that stands out. Yeah. So it's like I noticed. Well, if you notice, it's like it's a few people that have like similar styles, or similar looks, but everybody has like that one little difference about them that makes them stand out. Yeah, I agree. Oh my god.
Yeah. So Rhea Ripley, like I said, that's somebody that I believe definitely could have. You know, being in being in my top 5 easy. And I think the only reason why I didn't put Rhea in my top 5 because of the athleticism. Okay. You know, like say, you know, you see she's more of a powerhouse. Right. And I think her moveset is kind of limited. I've never really seen her be a submission machine or anything like that.
Oh my god, that it's some submission. And I forgot. I feel like it would be really dope if they let her start using the Undertaker's submission Hell's Gate. Ooh. I feel like I would love to see her start doing that.
Man, that would be crazy. Rhea, you watching? Look, Rhea, look. Hey, Rhea. Look, game recognized game. Look, she trying to, you know, put a little sauce on you. But yeah, I love Rhea Ripley, man. Like I said, and she's young, you know, so she got some time, and you know.
I didn't realize she was that young. Like her and Dom Mysterio are the same age.
Right.
I did not even know that until I researched.
Yeah. Like what? Yeah. So look, we're gonna move on to our next person who we got, and okay, she did real. So I'm gonna bring out a lady that we actually mentioned. Ooh. Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is in my top 5. Woo! Woo! And you know the Foxx go, ow! You know, I kind of got that from Rick and, you know, and so I'm not ashamed of it. Like, I love it. I love it. You know, so I put Charlotte in there, man. You know, Charlotte is a 1A, 1B. You know, I got Sasha number 1. Well, Mercedes number 1. Okay. Charlotte had an unfortunate injury. She did. But, you know, like I say, Charlotte, as far as her mic skills, her promos, I don't think no one can touch her on the mic outside of maybe a Becky. Yeah. Now, you know, your girl in AEW, she hasn't been wrestling. Britt Baker. She's a really good promo. She does really good promo. Yeah.
Shout out to Britt. She's been blowing up a lot.
Charlotte Flair, you know, I don't want to, just because that's Ric Flair's daughter, you know, I don't want people to look at, okay, well, that's why we giving her props. Like, she actually has a skill set. I think her skill set is, she has more of a skill set than her father. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Because I don't think I've seen Ric Flair do any moonsaults. No. Off the top rope. I don't think I've seen that. No. And honestly, I want to say the first time I watched Charlotte Flair in a match, and like her skill set, it brought me back to like back in the day. Like I started thinking about Shawn Michaels, and I started thinking about Lita and stuff. Because honestly, like, you know, I hadn't really seen a woman just randomly just getting up doing that many acrobatics and stuff since Lita, when Charlotte first like blew up and stuff. So that was crazy. And she's amazing. Yeah. Versatile.
I mean, she's in the tag team now. She's tag team champion. Like, you know, like I said, that's a wrestler. Like, once again, that's another wrestler that can fit in any type of mode.
Together. Her and Alexa Bliss, they're so cute together.
Yeah. It like I said, it definitely works. I love Charlotte Flair. Like I said, I love when she talk, because like I say, she can definitely talk the talk. Now, only person I've seen that kind of master a little bit, she did the one liner, Tiffany Stratton.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, Tiffany Stratton hit her. She hit her.
Tiffany hit her below the belt.
Yeah,
Tiffany hit her below the belt.
Yeah.
But Charlotte held it though.
Yeah, and she kind of remind me, Tiffany Stratton is on that Charlotte Flair level. Yeah. You know, with the look and the way they carry themselves. I kind of put that skill set together with Charlotte.
I feel like Tiffany would still have like Tiffany is oh my God, Tiffany is already amazing. Like,
Yeah.
you know, a gymnast, an Olympic gymnast, like,
Yeah.
come on now. And it's crazy because Charlotte was an Olympic gymnast, but people are comparing Tiffany to Charlotte. That's
Yeah.
how great Charlotte is
Yeah.
for, you know, Olympic gymnasts to be compared to her and stuff.
Right.
It's like, that's crazy.
Very.
Crazy.
Very. So, like I say, Charlotte had put her in my top 5. So we'll do a quick recap before we move to our next young lady. We've introduced. We both were on the same page with Mercedes Moné. We both put her in our top 5.
Yep.
We've got to talk about Rhea Ripley, which is on Amaretto's top 5. We got to talk about Jacqueline. This on Amaretto top 5. We got to talk about Bianca Belair, who's on my top 5. And we just talked about Charlotte Flair. So now we're back to you. So who's the next person you want to bring up in your top 5?
Oh my goodness. That's a tough one. I'm gonna say, have I mentioned Lita yet?
No, we haven't mentioned Lita.
Okay. Cause I'm like, oh my goodness, like Lita. When like Jacqueline, I saw Jacqueline first.
Yeah.
When I was little, but when Lita came on the scene, and I'm like, oh my God, like her style, because she definitely had like that kind of grungy emo style.
Yeah, she did.
And I just love like how she wore it, and she had that confidence about her.
Yeah.
And like she wouldn't even say anything sometimes. She'll just like run in a ring and like do a quick move on somebody and run back out.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
Shout out to the Hardys bringing Lita in. Then Lita ended up being with Edge, right? She was the Hardys, then she ended up being with Edge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She was the first woman I actually seen that actually had that athleticism. When she came in, that's when you were introduced more to that.
Right.
The moonsaults, you know, like the Hurricane Runners on the outside.
More than just like your average manager. Like she was pretty.
Yeah.
She was super pretty. But then it's like, oh my God, she can do all the stuff that the dudes are doing too. That was like the perfect pair when they put Lita with the Hardy Boys. Yeah. That was perfect. Right. Like everybody's wrestling styles matched up. It was perfect. Yeah. Perfect.
I definitely agree with that. Like I say, Lita's one of my faves. You know, with the Hardys actually wrestling in TNA, you know, they've been kind of coming over NXT. Yeah. I'm hoping that Lita coming, you know, we kind of have a little reunion there. But you know, right now, the young lady that was a part of a group in NXT with Lash Legend, Jakara Jackson. Yes. You know, she's in TNA. She's actually with the Hardys right now.
Oh my God.
She's with them.
I need to catch up on that.
Yeah, she's with them. She actually has adapted that dress and everything. Yes. So
Jakara Jackson. Lash Legend, by the way.
Yeah, Lash Legend. Yeah, I love Lash too. Right. But Jakara, I don't know what her name is in TNA. Okay. So I'm sorry about that. I don't know her name.
I need to check that out.
Yeah, but she's actually with the Hardys right now. So
anything she's doing with Jeff Hardy, I'm on it.
Yeah, so like Lita, I definitely agree with the Lita pick. That athleticism. The only thing that I really didn't get to see with Lita as far as her mic skills. You didn't really get to see her talk that much. She wasn't really. No, she really wasn't like a mic type of person.
Yeah, you really didn't.
Yeah, so I kind of tried to break that down in my selections or whatever. Right. All right, so look, we're going to go ahead and move to my next selection.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait.
Tessa Blanchard.
Oh, snap.
Look, I think we'd be showing Tessa more love if she didn't doing what she was doing outside of wrestling. I think that has hurt her tremendously, you know, outside of wrestling. You know, like it got to the point in TNA, she was a TNA world champion, like holding a man's title, wrestling men. You know, I'm like,
she can do it. She can hold her ground.
Like, honestly, seriously, one of the strongest women, like naturally strong women I've seen. Like, I had to put Tessa in there. You know, she's back in TNA right now.
Yeah, and I love her physique too, because she's also one of those women where kind of like with Jacqueline, like she has that feminine quality about her, but you know, she has the muscles that you need to do what you need to do. Right. So oh my God.
Man, Tessa probably would have been number one if she wouldn't have gotten in trouble, because I think her evolution and her evolving, it was right before our eyes. Like she was wrestling with the men, so like consistently wrestling with the men. Right. I haven't actually seen any wrestlers in our generation that's actually like women wrestling with men. You know, normally when you see like a mixed tag match or something like that, you see them kind of tagging out. So, but she actually physically wrestled men. Right. So like that's why I had to put her in my top 5.
Yeah,
like,
it's been been a minute
Yeah.
since you saw stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I know,
Definitely.
Natalia can definitely get in there with
Yeah.
the men for sure,
Yeah.
and
I believe Rhea can.
Beth Phoenix can for sure get in
Beth
there.
Phoenix.
Oh my god, that would be my honorable
Yeah.
mention. Beth Phoenix.
Okay. The Glamour Zone.
Oh my god.
You seen, she came back for a hot second. We go see what's still more in AEW. She took that pile driver,
Oh.
She did. She ate that pile driver.
Ooh.
Yeah. And like, so she still look good. I mean, she in her 40s. You seem like she can get in there and do her thing.
And she was worried. Beth Phoenix was worried about not being able to wrestle professionally because she had like a heart condition or something like that.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she had a heart condition,
Oh.
so she thought that was gonna hold her back from wrestling.
Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Shout out to the heart problem people.
Yeah, shout out to the heart doctors, cardiologists, whatever.
Because I have high blood pressure, so.
Yeah, I get that. So look, we ready to move on to your next pick. Who's your next pick? We coming down to our final picks. We are actually at our final picks.
Yes.
So
I mentioned her already.
You did.
But you can look, but you can't touch. Nikki Bella. Hey girl, fellow Scorpio.
Okay.
Woo-hoo. I think her birthday is actually the day after mine.
Okay.
Yeah, and I messaged her. I like DM her and Bree.
Yeah.
On their birthday. Of course, they don't have time to respond. But
okay.
But Nikki is like, even outside of the ring, like she just is that. I'm not gonna say it's the zodiac sign thing because a lot of people don't believe in zodiac signs.
Okay.
But, like even just her outside life, like how she handles her personal life.
Yeah.
How she's always looking for new businesses to branch out into, and the podcast she does, to the wine brand that her and her sister have, to the clothing line that they have, to being the longest reigning Divas champion in history, like everything. And she did it all while looking good because she is like just feisty. Like I love her feistiness. Wow. She's just like a natural heel, like she could give you that attitude real quick. And I love it.
Look, you actually said something I didn't even think about, like, okay. And that would actually promote her to being in my top 5 as well, as far as her marketing ability. Yes. That was huge. You just said everywhere. That. Yeah.
She's been on
Total Bellas.
Total Bellas. She had the bar show at the competitive game. She was on there. I think she was on America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
She's just like everywhere. She's always gonna have her face somewhere.
And look,
everywhere.
Don't get mad at me. Now, Nikki, she has a baby with Dan Bryan. With Bryan Danielson now. He's Bryan Danielson.
That's Bree, yeah.
Okay. Bree has the babies with.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So Nikki, she was John Cena.
She was.
Okay,
yes.
She was John Cena. Okay, I got you.
I would have loved, I think there's some people out there that would have loved for since AJ and CM Punk are coming back.
Yeah.
I think they would have loved somewhere in their nostalgia to see John Cena and Nikki, versus CM Punk and AJ.
Yeah.
That would have been crazy.
Okay, look, while you're talking about that, what did you think about that AJ Lee, CM Punk against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch? What you thought about that match? I know you seen it.
Oh my God. Well, first off, I cried.
Okay, she said she mentioned on the radio. I don't know if she mentioned that, she cries pretty much every pay-per-view. So,
I do.
Okay.
Every pay-per-view I cry, and like I think I cried 3 times during that match. I cried when AJ came out.
Okay.
I cried because of how much love and respect that CM was giving to AJ. Because he's like, I know y'all been chanting my name for decades on end.
Yeah.
But look, she's been running the game too. So y'all need to show her props.
Yeah.
And like AJ did not have any ring rust. Like, oh my God. It's just like she was in it like nothing. Like she outshined Becky. I don't know if that was supposed to happen or not, but I'm like, okay, Becky, you need to step your game up because she's in this. Like she's in this match. And she's like, she hit her finisher, that submission move.
Yeah.
What?
AJ Lee got a skill set, She then except before she left,
But she's like a power. She's like a petite powerhouse.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And her fashion, y'all.
Would you put her along that gothic emu? You say emu? Is that the
word? I would consider AJ like that that emo more so.
Okay.
Like she, you know, because of the black and stuff, you
Hmm.
know, of course she could kind of blend into that a little bit, but I feel
Yeah.
like it's more emo with her, like, you know, with the just like the way she rocks her fits. I
Okay.
would say, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to AJ, she's so cute.
Yeah. So look, we talked about Nikki Bella and like I say Amaretto. She brought up a really good point, and like I say she hit it. It actually got me kind of questioning um, one of my picks because I didn't think about that marketing aspect
Mm-hmm.
because she actually contributed to her, you know, the women's revolution as well. Actually getting
Right,
that reality show and
she
you know being able to
did.
get to know more about the women when they weren't getting the time
Yeah, and
on the
then
actual
her and
wrestling.
Nikki and Brie Bella, they were also like producers for those
And
shows
see,
too.
and,
Yeah.
and you have to actually put her in with her sister. They were a really
Mm-hmm.
good tag team. So I
Oh
wish
my
they could have really
god.
been when the tag team titles were.
Twin Magic.
Yeah, like when the tag team titles picture was like it
Oh
is
my,
now.
that would be a dream come true if they become tag team
Yeah,
champions. Like,
yeah. That I hope we've seen them together. So I'm hoping maybe we get to see them. You know,
I know,
neither one of
right?
them haven't retired, right? They haven't retired
They
officially, huh?
let's see. I think they officially both of them officially retired, and then now Nikki's making a comeback,
Yeah.
and Bria's been hinting on their podcast that
Okay.
she would be down to make a comeback too.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, it's gonna be some twin magic, some double trouble.
Okay. Look, hey, look, man, that's crazy. Look, we about to pull up our last person, and like I say, this
Okay.
person is someone. She is in AEW,
Okay.
and she was in WWE. She's known as Athena Palmer. That's her name. Ember Moon in WWE. Athena.
Athena's a beast.
Man, if y'all watched her in WWE, I think she had a serious knee injury, and she
Yeah,
had
she
a. You
did.
said a.
She had a shoulder. I think
Yeah.
she dislocated her shoulder too.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
high flyer, you know, that's what she was. She took it to a whole nother level. But now since she's in Ring of Honor, she has held her title.
Mhm.
She's up in that Roman Reigns trajectory. Is how
Yes.
long she's actually had that title,
Yes.
and I've seen her become more of a tactician. And as a
Mhm.
heel,
Oh my god.
her work is amazing,
Amazing.
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 Yeah.
Like
So
I used to get shivers down my spine
Yeah.
back when she was with WWE and made her
Yeah.
entrance because it's like, you know, the whole arena went dark and then you just saw this moon pop up.
yeah,
And I'm like, yes.
yeah. She still got a theme kind of similar to that with that angel, like
Okay.
Athena, the Greek god.
Oh my god.
Then she kind of still got that even with her attire.
Oh,
You know,
and
she still
speaking
kind of
of
carries.
that,
Yeah,
since you brought up like, you know, the Greek god theme,
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley came up with her name because there's a Greek god named Rhea.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, see, I never knew that.
Yeah.
And see, that's why I said, man, having a podcast talking about the women of wrestling, you have to have Amaretto Sweet in here because she tell like it is. And look, I couldn't see myself actually holding this podcast down because I actually had to have my girl in here with me because I know how big of a fan she is of wrestling. But yeah, Athena, she's out now. She's injured. But when she come back, I think they're gonna try to transition her into AEW more. You know, like I can see her like she's on that same level with Sasha Banks now. Like she has her skill set has magnified. Her mic skills, they're really good. You already know she's a high flyer.
Definitely.
She's becoming more of a ring tactician too, and submission specialist. So she's one of those people I actually had to have. Like shout out to Athena. I can't wait to see what they got going forward. Like those that really follow her. Like I was talking to Amaretto on the radio before we became live. Like when she got hurt, she actually put on some weight. So if you really watched her, but if you continue to watch her evolution, I think that Tony Khan put her in Ring of Honor so that she can, she's small again, and like
herself.
She's really developed. She repackaged herself, and like now she's a major player. Like she has to be in the top 5 in AEW right now.
Yes.
So I want to see where she go, where they continue to do her when she come back from injury.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
And you made me think about an honorable mention that neither one of us has brought up. It's Naomi.
Oh yeah.
Naomi, shout out, congratulations on the baby.
Yeah, congratulations, Naomi.
But oh my god, like every time she gets that championship moment and she's in the spotlight and everybody is behind her.
Yeah.
Then something pulls her out because I think the time before that she she had an injury,
Yep.
so she had to relinquish the title.
Yep.
And, you know, this time she had a big moment in life that everybody might or may not, you know, may or may get a chance to have in their life. But, you
Yeah.
know, she had to put it on the back burner.
Yeah.
And then, ironically, you know, AJ Lee and Naomi, they were really cool back in the day.
Right.
Yeah,
When,
they were super cool
yeah,
back in the day.
because when Naomi first came,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, AJ was there.
Yeah, and I think Naomi made a post about it. She was like, if AJ returns while I'm out, I'm gonna crash out. And literally the next week it happened.
Oh man, she crashing out.
She crashed
And
out.
she finally at a point, you know, now that
Mhm.
she's actually being pushed the way she should, because they actually
Yes.
dropped the ball with her.
Yes.
She went to TNA and she
Yes.
wrecked shop in TNA.
Because Sasha and her, they
Yeah.
made a really good tag team back when
Yeah.
it was Sasha and Naomi, and then it was Snuka's daughter.
Tamina.
Yes, Tamina Snuka.
Yeah.
Back when they had the bad tag team,
Yeah.
BAD.
Yeah.
Beautiful and Dangerous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
so,
a crazy tag team.
yeah, Naomi, and like
Oh
I think
my
that
God.
her work, if she wouldn't have went out this time, I think
Mhm.
that we was about to actually get to see
We was about to get it.
some creativity. Then her heel work,
Yes.
I like it. You
Because
know
I
what I'm
think they
saying?
were trying to put her into the bloodline too. Like
Yeah.
mixing, because
Yeah.
technically she's a part of the bloodline.
Right.
So
Facts.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. It's
Yeah.
coming up.
Definitely honorable
Just gotta
mention.
be patient.
Look, I'm gonna go ahead and put Liv Morgan in my honorable mention as well.
Okay.
Seeing her develop from the Riot Squad and, you know, becoming, she went from the Riot Squad really to like a tag team wrestler and to a singles wrestler. And, you know, she has stepped up and she's even more of a leader. Like even with her promo skills, they have actually
Promo
increased, because
skills.
they said that was her flaw.
Yeah.
But like she's killing it. I mean, she killed it now. I mean, when she got in Judgment Day, 'cause
Mhm.
I think she's a de facto leader. You know, I know Finn is,
Yeah.
but she's a de facto
Yeah.
leader. So, you know, yeah, Liv.
And at one point,
Yeah.
when she first came to the main roster, wasn't she like the youngest person on
Yeah,
the
she
roster?
was. She was.
And like
Yeah.
you can see her evolution, like as
Yeah.
she's evolving, like through
Yeah.
her stages.
Yeah.
Like you see that, like when
Yeah.
she started getting more involved into like the crystals and stuff,
Yeah.
and they started incorporating that into her
Yeah.
character and all that.
That aggression she added, I think
Yeah.
that like say that kind of leveled her up some too. So
And now she's
Yeah.
spreading out doing her little acting thing.
yeah.
Did you see her in Chucky?
No, I
Oh
haven't.
my god.
I haven't. Oh wow. I gotta check that out. I gotta see my girl Liv
Yeah.
do her thing.
I know, right? She's branching out. She's getting it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Go check out the episode. Chucky. I forgot what episode, but she's in there. Yeah.
Man, that's great. So look, you may have your next biggest women, like you see a lot of the men wrestlers, Roman Reigns,
Mhm.
John Cena, Dave Bautista. Now you see Liv actually acting. So are we gonna see more female wrestlers
Oh my
actually
God.
acting?
I'm
You know,
so
I want to
ready
see
for
that.
it.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for it. I'm trying to think, is there been really, I know I did see Sable in a movie
Okay.
that I watched earlier this year. It was a comedy movie,
Yeah.
but pretty much she beat up the main character in the movie.
Oh wow.
So that's a little trivia for y'all. Sable has been in a movie or two.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to think, has there been any other wrestlers?
China was on a reality show, but I mean, I guess we can't really count that. 'cause you
Yeah,
said
yeah,
reality
she
show.
was. She was
Yeah.
on a few reality shows,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And then I think at one point she was trying to do like a radio show. China was,
Yeah.
I want to say. And oh my goodness.
I mean, Paige Van Zant, you know, she wrestled for a little bit, and she was actually on a movie. You know, she was in MMA.
Yes.
Was Ronda Rousey? Did
Oh
Ronda
my
Rousey make
God.
it to?
Ronda
movies?
has been in a few movies.
Yeah. So I mean, we
Yeah,
look
well,
at
she
those.
was in the Expendables. Ronda was in the Expendables,
Okay.
amongst other things.
See? Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember. I feel like Ronda Rousey was also in one of the marine movies.
Okay.
Like starring the Miz. I think Shawn Michaels was in one of the marine movies.
Okay.
All of that. But yeah, I want to say Ronda Rousey was in one of them. I think.
Oh
Y'all
wow.
correct me if I'm wrong. I think.
Wow. Look, man. Hey, look. This is our show. Like, so you got my girl Amaretto. She's sweet today. Like, say she has another personality to it, along with the man of the hour, Jackson Foxx. Hopefully, you know. And I'm gonna speak it into existence, because I told this young lady I love her energy. I hope that, you know, not only she my manager. Hopefully, we'll see her more on the New Hills podcast show.
Definitely.
You know, and you know that's what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We sitting here, we chopped it up. You know, like I said, once again, I really appreciate you. You know, you bring that dynamic to this podcast.
Thank
you know,
for having me. It's It's
Look,
always fun. It's always
man.
a vibe when me and him link up. It's always
Right. You already know. Look, y'all, this has been our show. Make sure you get in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Our next podcast, I'm going to try to hook up on Amaretto. Soon we bring here, we go kind of talk more about things we see in wrestling. And, you know, hey, y'all, we about to get up out of here, y'all. We go, holla! Yes.
Yes.